How is this still happening? Because this guy's been doing something for like an hour.
Pacific Division picked it up.
And when you're talking about 3 choppers in the air at the same time, and then
I don't think it's fake drama. I don't think so.
Go into tracking mode, then you have
for money like that, nobody wants to have like a guys.
Up speeds.
This is something that like
side of the road. Does this give you a little bit of insight
that tarnishes your rep? Like fake drama, dude. Nobody wants fake drama about you being a cheater for $100,000. Nobody wants to do that.
Or more than one, right? Especially
nobody would risk that for some like
a city
temporary cloud. It's not worth it.
Whichever it was, Burbank or Glendale, when they're all the way over in Pacific Palisades and they're dedicating a helicopter to go surveil somebody,
right.
That leads me to believe that this probably isn't their first time. It also could be a task force type situation. Glendale's been really big on the organized crime type stuff, the retail task force. So who knows if that is also connected to this.
Glendale,
it's hard to tell until we really drill down on who exactly wants this person, which
Inglewood,
I don't think we'll know until this probably is done.
Yeah, I think I heard Desmond talking about how we
are
southbound on Inglewood
Avenue.
Yeah, but
were you not in the watch late, bro?
Mike Rogers,
everybody.
Us how the registered owner.
Dude, were you at the Onyx or the at the Altana, or whatever?
Definitely in the South Bay right now.
I used to live there at the Altana.
Just as adjacent to Torrance, so it's unclear if they're actually headed home right now or maybe just in the vicinity to be familiar with the area. As we were talking about when we first got over this chase, the person was going into
the Americana
and clearly did not have a plan.
I like that little mall spot.
Now perhaps they do, as they
the Americana with the little
this is in fact where they live.
It's a cool spot.
This information
with the little train tracks
that they are registered to this area, so in Torrance. So we'll see if that's the case, but oftentimes that is what we see during pursuits. They actually go home or go to the neighborhood.
Yeah, it seems like he's pulling into a neighborhood right now.
Yeah.
Desmond, is this a neighborhood on a side street that he's pulled into, the suspects?
Ooh, okay.
Well, I thought I heard when they said that the address came back to Artesia Boulevard. We're just north of that right now.
That's crazy.
And
they never have.
We get into a neighborhood here.
There's never any robbers or whatever with fucking Teslas.
Somewhere where they think.
Because for what they do, I mean, guys, I don't want to be weird, but
the wrong way on Artesia Boulevard.
Here.
You saw that the unit there that was
Teslas are pretty dank.
Kind of block them in, but they just kind of
drove
their way around that.
I'm saying it.
Blasting
quick acceleration on corners and shit.
Like continue for a while into Gardena eastbound here on Artesia, and this will turn into the 91 freeway. Of course.
Hey, where's my image?
We lost Desmond Shaw and Skycap for just a minute.
No, we did not. No, we did not. Don't say something like that.
Okay, we're back now, Desmond.
Desmond, could you repeat what you said?
Where's mine? Mine's gone, unfortunately.
For a few seconds.
Yeah, we had to do kind of a crazy turn there as we're going right through a red light, barely even slowing down. So we're on Artesia Boulevard. This will take us through the Gardena area, and then if they stay on Artesia long enough, that'll turn into the 91 freeway, the Artesia freeway. So we'll see what the deal is here. But again, their address, I thought they said that they were
I think that cost like 30, 36, something like that. I was mad to lose it because it was for a good cause. So
second time today that we've seen pursuits involving the wrong side of the road, and up to 50, 60, even 70 miles an hour. So, we've been trying to get a look when we've had a chance.
It's complicated. It's complicated
to see if we can see anyone else inside. Of course, we've got the typical pursuit tent, so we can't really
at the time when I couldn't use it anymore. I had moved on already.
Side window to see if there's anyone else in this vehicle right now. But we are flying along almost 80 miles an hour now.
Her sister needed it.
If you just
a bunch of problems and shit like that.
News at 8,
her sister's always been nice to me and shit.
Pursuit of a suspect or suspects. Unclear how many people are inside this car. Let's go over to Mike Rogers at the desk with this update. Mike.
Sorry, yeah, hi guys. So I just talked to LAPD and I've got some information on where this was. So this was a fresh home invasion. It did happen tonight. It was nothing that LAPD was surveilling. Who knows if the Glendale Burbank thing was just a coincidence or who knows? Or maybe they surveilled them over there. We're still trying to sort that out. But
hold on.
Charmel Lane up in the Pacific Palisades, right off kind of Lockman Lane. It's the 16,000 block. Has to be home at the time of it. So that's what it sounds like happened here is there was somebody home. That's what elevated it to the level of a home invasion. And that's likely where they got the information about this person having a handgun is probably from the victims of the home invasion. Now, the good news is LAPD says they have no, in their system, they don't see any indications of an ambulance being requested,
they're not going to let them go.
Which would generally mean nobody was hurt, which is good.
Chad, you know what's crazy?
If anything was taken, obviously,
they will not let him go.
Yet. But there are still a bunch of officers at that home on Charmel Lane now taking this home invasion report as they chase the suspects.
Usually they transfer call, nobody on the call, they're too busy, whatever.
And they could have gotten lucky when this all happened, or who knows how it all came together. But 7:36 tonight is when they responded to it.
I mean, burglary,
All right, thank you for that
chase,
info
gun.
there, which leads us to why police were all sort of
Well, he
hands on
bailed.
deck, if you will, 3 different choppers in the air, and then also LAPD at one point.
Wait, we're
saying,
late on the
"Hey,
stream,
this
no
guy
way."
may have a gun. Let's go back. Let's not go into tracking mode. But now we're going to want to go back up to Desmond Shaw to see what's happening.
Desmond?
Right now.
In the city of Torrance, correct?
Well, yes. Yep. My map tracker is saying that we are in Torrance right now, right on the northern edge, I believe. And look at this, right into this unit right here.
Yeah.
So they are now going to be holed up. And we only saw one person get out of that vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds what it
So now you see when
Yeah.
they went
yeah.
into the...
Well, we get to rewatch it
there
at
was
least.
someone who just walked right by. And look at this. Now the door is open. At least the danger to the public with the crazy driving
gonna
is
take
done.
off.
But underneath the awning, into an apartment complex.
These are
here.
big-ass shoes,
So, okay.
And Desmond, it
We
seems
got
like
him out
it's
here
just
running
one
around,
person,
and
right? Is
Look
this-
at that. I think we are right here at the suspect's house. We heard that the suspect's
Yeah,
house
he's
was
got
on
keys.
Artesia Boulevard, and we on our Artesia. So
And
they're
in the
going
city of
inside
Torrance, right,
of the unit
Desmond?
right now.
In the city of Torrance, correct?
Well, yes. Yep. My map tracker is saying that we are in Torrance right now, right on the northern edge, I believe. And look at this, right into this unit right here.
Yeah.
So they are now going to be holed up. And we only saw one person get out of
Yeah,
that
but how do you know?
Yeah, that sounds
Wait, this
bizarre.
could end so
Now you
badly,
see,
motherfucker.
Authorities coming in, and they're going to run up here to the
They're going straight in there.
to the to the unit and knock nicely and see if he'll come out.
Yeah, so now this is, I was just going to say, this is going to be a whole thing now because he's going to go in there, he's armed. They're not going to go in there if they can't see him.
Yeah,
so if he
yeah,
doesn't
no
come
shit.
out, this is going to turn into a SWAT situation,
Absolutely.
almost undoubtedly, because I just,
back around.
I can't imagine those patrol officers are going to go bang down
No
that door
shot.
for a home invasion suspect that is armed, who they can't see. I will see how they handle it, but I would imagine that
Yeah,
this
they
is
just
going
set
to
a
turn into a
perimeter and
situation
just
where if he
wait,
doesn't
wait.
come out willingly, it's going to be a long night.
Mike, we know this is just one guy that's jumped out of this car and took off running. We didn't see any other suspects. Any information from police when you got the information about the original home invasion that took place there on Charmel Lane?
But how do you know? How do they know
Police say it
it's
was
that
just
unit
one
though? Did they see
person,
him get
or
out of it or
were there
something? Or what?
several
Well, so they're they have it's called a CAD, a computer-aided dispatch system, and when things are happening like this, sometimes all those little details don't get put in right away.
Yeah.
But just really quick, Des, when you look at the officers that are on there on the ground, you got a lot of plainclothes officers down there, which kind of leads me a little bit back to our original theory that maybe
Wait,
there
it
was
was a
other
setup.
things that these guys are wanted for and they had been being watched, but maybe they caught them in the act or something like that. But you've got a lot of plainclothes guys down there as well, which is also interesting to me. So they've here's where he pulled out of the car, after opening the gate there, and then gets
What
in.
was that like some sort of organized crime type thing? Yeah.
Who knows what criminals are thinking, but
Sure.
you go to your house and the cops are right behind you. Like, it's not gonna, they clearly know who this guy is, and now they're right at his door. And yeah, like Des said, they're gonna knock nicely and tell him to come
What if
out,
it's
and
like a
when he
bait
doesn't,
house
it's gonna
type thing,
turn
and he
into
has
a
like
pretty long
like a
night.
vent, and he like
I mean, the good news
you
in
crawl
all of
through it or
this
some
is
shit.
that as far as we know,
xQcOW.
Mike was painting us a better picture, a clearer picture, if you will, of
Gene
what
Paul on
happened
the loose
or
monk
transpired in Pacific Palisades when this home invasion
I'm just saying, like,
occurred.
what if
This
there's
was
like
on
a
Charmel
vent that
Lane
leads
in
down and then
Pacific
like a tunnel?
Palisades. 7:36 p.m. There was a reported home invasion, meaning that the residents were home at the time when this alleged thief.
Yeah, these guys
or
are real
burglar,
close,
would-be
man.
burglar,
Jesus.
came through and perhaps stole something. We don't know if they got away with anything, but we do believe that they are armed. And after they took off on Pacific Coast Highway, eastbound on the 10 freeway,
It's
and
kinda scary,
southbound
Chad.
on
I'll give it a
405,
buck,
and then in the Palms area, the pursuit
Chad, isn't that really
part of it
scary,
was
Chad?
called off by the
xQc is sick right
LAPD,
now, but
and
I
then
love you
another
all and I
division,
love
as we
my
understand,
girlfriend.
took over.
Really? See shit like that.
And that's when we saw them bringing out that's where we saw various agencies, or I'm sorry, I should say various units following this, and we went down various areas of Southern California, but also
I'm just saying, I mean,
in the
it's
South Bay Area.
armed guy
specifically because of the fact that we
in
did
a
get some
house, and it's like
information
you
that
can't
this
see the
person,
blinds or whatever, and they're right next to it.
car that police were chasing was registered out of the city of Torrance and to this address, we believe, off Artesia Boulevard. So we do believe, we're not 100% sure on this, no
fucking
confirmation
clicking,
yet, but we
please?
do
I like
believe
clicking though, dude.
the
Click,
pursuit
click, click,
suspect,
click,
we only
click,
saw
click. I
one
like doing
person
that, man.
get out of this car is the person who is now inside this unit that we are focusing SkyCal on right now.
And Desmond, it seemed like that suspect just jumped out of that car, knew exactly where he was
Yo,
going,
what's up,
and took a
chato?
beeline to this unit that you.
They're gonna bring the battering ram and the super SWAT shield.
Yeah, so
That thing is massive.
One
Have you ever
thing
seen that
I did
before?
want to mention, Chauncey, is that there was maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds where We were on the
It's
other
like some
side
angled
of this
breach
apartment
shield.
complex. As we were coming around, we saw the suspect go underneath the awning. My pilot, Mike, is pretty confident that he went inside this door, the one that you see the LAPD plainclothes officers focusing on. But you see that this is, a covered walkway. And I noticed a lot of LAPD officers running around the entire complex. I can't say with 100% certainty that they went inside that door. They could have run down this way and then gone into another unit or into the parking garage or something. There is a pretty high level of certainty, but not 100%.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. This guy though.
Watched him walk up onto this patio right here.
Hey, no, hold on though.
This door right here with the light on. And you see LAPD out here as well. They have the whole building surrounded, and I don't believe that the suspect would be able to jump out a window into a parking garage from the second story. I'm not even sure that there's windows on that side.
Did he not buzz him in then?
100%. But they have the entire building surrounded.
I know it's a replay, but still though,
Desmond, when that suspect pulled in and the gate opened, I'm guessing that
maybe he was just
in
the parking and got scared.
Some kind of clicker, or when you pulled up to it, but it was a few seconds that went by for that gate to open up wide enough so the suspect could get his car through there. This is as we played that replay.
What the fuck is this commentary?
Yeah, definitely, and LAPD, they weren't going to run up and
that's how gates open. They slowly open until you can get in. Like, what the fuck?
They had a gun, so they kind of just had to let
what do you expect? The fucking door to just fucking lift off or disappear or some shit?
It was unfortunate for them, but again, we had heard that this was where the vehicle was registered to.
Guys, this like when they're going like in a fucking.
To their neighborhood, and
like
they did,
the chase gets stale, and he says,
to where they live.
"Yeah, no,
so
he's
now,
gonna turn onto a street, and this street is like not like the other streets. This is a suburban street, and a lot of trees are on that one street. Like, what the fuck?
That's definitely going to create a different danger level. So obviously, officers are going to be going to neighbors as well, just to make sure the entire building is safe and sound, obviously. But as Mike at Rogers at the desk,
somebody watch ahead one, and anyone when they're preparing to do something, I want to see it.
They're not coming up.
Otherwise, I'm gonna
hands up. And
for now, I'm gonna skip. You know what I'm saying?